Fuck you, asshole.
Howdy, good evening, hello. How are we all? Nigel Prave, when I swing by, I swing goblins. Indeed, indeed. That's the kind of shizzle you need to do, especially in Goblin Town. If you're in Goblin Town, you're going to be swinging at a lot of those little buggers. How do you do, everyone? Good evening. So nice to see everyone so early. Almost like you've come here just to hear me go off on one. But I'm not just going to go off on one. Not just yet, anyway. Not just yet. We're just trying to get together some group stuff with regards some Rako runs and stuff like that, which are very, very not prestigious. What's the word? When you lucrative. That's the word. Well done. I'm glad I've got a teacher sat here. Definitely, you've got a use over there, haven't you? Bringing in all big words, Brant. If you do want to hear me rant, you can watch last night's video. Which I'll be putting up onto YouTube probably tomorrow morning. It is up there. I just haven't set it ready to go. So yeah, we went on a little rant last night, but that was for yeah. Don't worry, Annie, you're all right. We won't. Can I just ask you sat there naked? Wow. Cover your eyes, everyone. Jesus. Annie's got her bits out. Indeed. So yeah, we went off on a little rant last night. More political than I normally am, just where the state of the world is, and especially in this country. Where indeed. So, like I say, you can have a look at that. I went off on one. That count as I have my socks on. Just does that count as naked? Well, naked from the ankle down. Yeah, maybe. You know, all of a sudden my bot has stopped scrolling the chat again now. For fuck's sake. Hang on, let me just restart my bot. It's so temperamental. That's outrageous. So, good evening, everyone. Anyway, hope you've all had a good afternoon. Fight Geek by Bot. So you cannot fight him when the bot's not running. He's actually just gone for a pee and then he's coming back again. He's just starting up. You'll see it'll notify you in a second that he's actually activated. There you go. So Streamlabs Extended is just about started and the bot has just about arrived. There we are. There you go. See, you're a little bit keen. It has to detect now. That's the other thing. It has to detect that the stream is actually live. So it'll give it a minute or two. And he's keen, isn't he, to kick the shit out of the bot. He's original. He's there. He's just avoiding it. Well, you know, he knows that you're quite angry. For whatever reason, he knows that you're quite angry. So yeah, we he's in the foundations of stone down there. That's in the elder slave. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to get doing that. That we need to because the scrolls of endowment. Dear, big endowment. Yeah, it's a shame your balls get in front of your eyes, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, Miracle of Sound. If you've not checked him out, please do click that link. And give him a subscription on YouTube. I do buy his songs when they're released as well. I did get a great deal for a lot of his albums. I think he's got 11 albums now out, something like that he's done over time. Some of it's parody stuff. Some of it's very, very good. It's usually based around pop culture in some shape or form. It's just one guy, Gavin Dunn. He's a great musician. And he sometimes does collabs with some female singers and stuff like that. So... absolutely great, and it's DMCA free, so that's why I stick it on as my intro and outro. The actual outro song that you'll hear later on is actually one of his too. It's called The Strut, but I've kind of trimmed it down a little bit just to fit my my offline screen. So there we go. So yeah, the aim tonight is we're going to do some more leveling on the Runekeeper, which I'm just going to make sure I've got my perks used up. Used perk. And also we will be discussing the changes that are inbound. I did link to some of the threads which you might want to read. And this goes for not only the high-level people, but people who are up and coming through the game right now. So people like Monkey, who's... did you say a level 55 Monkey, I think you dinged to earlier? Actually, I could probably check you actually online, aren't you? Yeah, 55 on his Guardian. So, yeah, it's going to affect you as well because obviously legendary items are important. Also, reputation tomes and the accelerators that are available are under kind of review, should we say, but they're going to change as well. Now, I'm not one that chases complete rep. However, there are certain changes to it which is going to affect everybody, even low level to high level, seemingly from the discussions and the actual information. Now, obviously, they still need to reveal more information, and it needs to come officially that this is what's going to happen, because I think with the outpouring of what's going on, I think they need to look at it again. Not saying they will, but I think they need to look at it. So we'll see what actually happens on that score. But we're going to do, obviously, we're in and around here. Exactly. And I think, I think that's what possibly people are a bit pissed off about. Not only that, as well as you've quite rightly pointed out, is that they're making it harder for people to stay within the game because we know that there is a grind. There's always a grind, and that is going to be a problem going forward. We've been waiting on a update or a revision of the legendary item system. Now, we don't think this is the one that they're looking at, to be fair. I think they're looking at something different. Now, the changes that they're introducing, and in some shape or form, these changes will come that they've proposed and that are on Bull Roar now, I think will, to a degree, affect how the actual legendary item revamp is actually handled. See that guy there, Stump Foffy, Luli, he is actually wearing a mask. See, how good is he? Yeah, see, he's wearing a mask. Even in Middle Earth, he's concerned about COVID. So, who knows how it's going to plan out, but we're going to discuss what we know. We're going to look at various viewpoints, and this is what I want. I don't want to be just the sound box of, you know, me just being like, hey, this is my opinion, you've got to listen to my opinion. That's not what it's about. It's a discussion. You guys can talk, guys can chat. I may get to talk to people like Baz and stuff like that, if they're available, and their points on it, because, like I say, I don't want to just be the only one that's talking. Yeah, apparently it's even gone up onto Massively OP website, which is a website about MMOs, and they've pretty much called it. They've said LOTRO community rises up in anger over new legendary items money grab. Yep. So there we go. They've kind of called it out. We'll have a look at that in a bit as well. So we shall discuss anyway. So Chaotic Barbarian is someone who is jobless student. I barely have enough money for VIP. Fudge paying for all the stuff they're throwing our faces lately. Indeed, and this is a very, very poignant point. They can only change it now if the press is too bad. I wouldn't count on that, Monkey, because well, we're kind of diving into it here, and I was going to delay a little bit, but they've got new overlords, remember, and we don't know what the discussions have taken place with this new company. Now, they're obviously wanting to do a lot when it comes to earning money. I mean, that's what they've done it for. That's why they've bought, obviously, their thing. But we'll see. We'll see. Right. It seems like we might be doing a bit of a Rako run. So what I'll do is I'll hold off on the rant. We're going to do some Rako runs. I'm going to do as many as we can, switching characters around, basically to try and do a lot of. Exactly. They can't. I'll be alright, me too. And Gassoon just starts. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, like I say, it would be sad to miss him. I think he's probably had to lie down. And I know he said earlier that he had to mute the stream and everything. And he had to go off. But he was leaving the stream running until the end. So we'll see. So we're going to do some Rako runs. Then we're going to dive into it. I've even got a little display that I've put together, almost like a PowerPoint. Almost. I'm not. Yeah. So I'll just plunk it through again for you, Annie. that's one of them. That's what's going up on Bull Roarer, and this is the actual announcement about the changes. So Bull Roarer, if you don't know, is the preview server. It's not the test server, because that is... Shit, what do they call that one? That one's a different server. I've forgotten its name now. Which you have to apply to go on to. And then obviously the Bull Roarer is a kind of, like I say, it's a preview for the changes. How much of a preview? When I always hear preview, I always think of a Palantir. Well done, Leo. Thank you very much. Balth. I never know what to call you. I don't know whether to call you Leo or Balth. Or by Leo, obviously just in chat there. He is the DM for our D&D sessions. Who's the guy that fucks us over big time with overpowered wolf packs. And I'm still not bitter and salty about that at all. But yeah, so that's the links to the Bull Roarer update that they're applying. It's cleaner than most things Keepy calls me, indeed. And then obviously the next one is the actual upcoming changes, which they say are going to happen, and that should be deploying next week. So a week today. And this is what's got people up in arms, to be fair. And if I was a spider, I'd have all 8 legs in the air going, I'm fucking happy about that. But we'll discuss that in a bit. Yeah, hang on here. There are no wolves next time. No, it depends what else. It depends what else turns up. That's what I'm worried about. We don't know what's going to turn up. It's going to be all sorts. But welcome anyway. Good evening, everyone. We are going to be doing some roomkeepering. We're doing some Rako runs because we've got a few of the kin on, so we're going to all dive into there. Literally throwing a Dread Terror, just going smack the crap out of Rakathras, and then we get back out again, handing the shit, going with another character. And it's a way to farm some coins to then get scrolls. So let's... Let me just try that. Let me just I can fit the group makeup. So, chaotic. Remember when the most important thing we were prepared for was the fishing getting added to the game? Yeah, that is indeed chaotic. That is going back a bit. Yeah. When are we going to get hobbies? How you doing, Sam? Good evening to you. Welcome again. Now, Sam, here's the question. You managed to download the game last night. Have you actually managed to play, and have you created a character yet? This is what we want to know. See, this is important. This is vital information. We need to know this shit. Or it's going to be a case of, I've literally just sat down. It's the first time I've had a chance to play. Or he's going to say, I'm level 15 already. Fun fact, I used to be on Palantir around... test period. I was part of the first group to kill a boss that was time literally called Lightning Troll. Annie's like, well, that meant actually nothing to me. Don't worry, Annie. We'll go through it kind of a little bit of everything, so don't worry. I don't know whether that's leading to Sam. I hope you're on about LOTRO. Right, I'll tell you what have we got in the group? Is that in the group already? Happy Tank. Oh, are you in the group for Rakathras then? All right, okay. Well, I don't think he's actually started it yet. Ah, Sam, you're going to play the first time later. Cool. That's all right. All right. Yeah. Excellent. So you're all downloaded. Cool. Yeah, let me just see. I'll see, I could do spam, I could do hysteria, I could do whatever. Oh, come on, Terry. I'm just in this room and I'll take it all there. Indeed, Annie. Indeed. We have forewarned him chaotic yesterday. And everybody else that does come into the channel and is new to Lord of the Rings Online, we are very jealous, us long-term players, of the story that you've got to come to you. That there's new adventures for you to behold, kind of enhancements to the lore, if you will, because I think they do a very good job, or they did a very good job. Aside from the issues that we're going to discuss in a while, with everything that's kind of blown up a little bit, we will look at more things of that ilk in a little bit. But yeah, enjoy it while you can. Try different classes and then just take it from there. So cool. Right, so there we go. The Chamber of Shadow. I'm not going to the Chamber of Shadow. Yeah, so he's played well. So yeah, there's going to be some good times ahead for you, Sam. We are just going to wind up. We're just waiting on. Oh, wow! Somebody's actually just said one of the secret words. Well done, Sam. You just earned yourself 500 geek coins. I hadn't had a secret word in ages. And simplistic. There we go, simplistic. Yeah, I mean, if you don't want simplistic, a lore master would be that, because you are using a pet and having to deal with a lot of things. Now, anybody that doesn't know, I have a list of secret words that when they are spoken, when they are activated in the chat, obviously you get a little and then obviously the actual typee, I don't know if that's the right word, actually gets 500 geek coins. So the only thing is I need to restart the script now. Just find it. Hidden word alert. There we go. So I need to find the word simplistic and then remove it so that no people can just go, oh, simplistic, I'm going to use that one again. Right there, simplistic. Get rid of that word. And then enable. Off we go again. Oh. See, there's original. Okay. Right, there we go. There we go. We've got the right one on the way now. So, Chaotic was like, okay, I might get away with that one. Now, I'll warn Original, I'll warn Chaotic. People have tried that brute force method of just typing words randomly, and it has never worked. Never worked. Not in the slightest.
The enemy's grip tightens on the defenders of Gondor as Gothmog seizes control of the armies of Mordor. Marching from the gates of Osgiliath, foes pour into the Pelennor fields with a renewed vigor. In the wake of the Witch King's defeat, vile sorcery looms over the field as the most powerful allies of the Dread Terror are summoned forth. If Gothmog spoke true of the fate he shares with Galadir, can victory yet be found?
So someone has a quite good margin of error as you have a pet by your side, which is the beginning can tank deals quite a significant amount of damage. Yeah, indeed. Oh. Da, da, da. Yes, yes. So yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're just gonna dive into doing Rako. You can see Rako there, the Rako thrust. He's just stomping the shit out of things. It is a 12-man raid, but we'll do it as a 6. And if you're good enough, you can do it as a 3-man, because it is only level 105 content. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, Chaotic. Actually, Bjorning probably could do it, and a Warden, yeah, to a degree. Nothing in there that I really need. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's probably something that's... let's just see. I can't see your account. Yeah, there's nothing showing. Have you just died, by the way? I think that's... Oh, was it? We'll just go out. Yeah. Right, so oh yeah, you did your cappy, didn't you, Annie? But yeah, there's you might have got the kin email that there's some level 50 stuff coming up, low level things as well. So if you do have anything around that level, I think they're going to try and get things together. So well, you've had the defeat. You got beat up. I know, Sam. Take care. We'll be back very soon. When we get you started in the game, that'll be cool to see. Eastern Gondor pieces. Amroth silver pieces. Oh, okay, I've got 32 East Gondor. Wow. Don't know how many they are each, but I think you might have the ability to get a lot of scrolls with that, but I bet they're bound. Alright, so Eastern Gondor pieces is 15. The 20 Amroth silver pieces. Boom. Baz is like, run. We will get around to that after we've done all these Rako runs, Baz, and then we'll go into... like I say, I've spoken to Lou, and obviously you will drag you onto Discord and have a discussion and hear what you've got to... What happens is Pitchfork. Oh, gift giver brands. That's the only I've got on that. 58. Hurrah! Who are we waiting for then? Who's waiting? Annie has gifted a sub to Chaotic Barbarian. Oh, views of plenty. Oh. There we go, Annie. You absolute legend. There you go. Now, why is that not worked? Why is my confetti not worked? What's that all about? Hang on. Let me just... Happy. The confetti's not worked. That is indeed very mysterious. Hey, there we go. They're supposed to do that. It's supposed to do that. It didn't. What's that all about? What's that all about? That happy. I have to have my character and would love to do some content with you all. Yeah, I mean, by all means, I'm sure at some point we will need to do some stuff. I was better eat some, Anna, really. Let's have some Dalesman's Cram, shall we? Let's have a little bit of that. On a Love and Duty, might as well use that for shits and giggles. Bit of food. There we go. So, it's basic tank and spank. If you've never seen this before, we're going to be doing it several times. We're doing it as a 6-man. It is a 12, but we're over level, so we just need to keep the tank alive. They might die anyway, but I think we're just DPSing the shit out of it. So this could be interesting. On we go, go. Yeah, we'll die. Yeah. That's fine. We should be all right just to kick the shit out of stuff from that point on. Yeah. Yeah, you see the circle. If you target the troll, yeah, you'll see the circle, and that's where he goes to. How you doing, Captain Awesome?
You cannot stand against me.
So somebody might get punted and smacked here, but who knows?
shield of me.
Actually hit the wrong skill there to start with. So pretty much just a tank and spank. See, he's going down. He's 24, 25 million, but we've got enough DPS to cope with this. His ads are coming, but we don't bother. Taking a little bit of damage because we are getting hit from behind, but keep going, just keep going, keep going, keep spanking, keep tanking, keep spanking. There you go. And this isn't with the proper dedicated tanks either, so... But he's doing alright. There we go, he's dead. Boom. Challenge complete. So, yeah, that's what happens. We are 25 levels. Oh, he didn't die. Yeah, that's not very nice, Baz. You wanted him to die. So, yeah. Pretty much what you'll get is some of the what a hard boss. He is on level, but not on that level. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, that's relatively easy. Like I say, we are 25 levels technically above the content, but we are doing it with half the amount of players. It is supposed to be a raid. But yeah, it's not bad. Actually, that went really, really well. I mean, obviously, Harry was healing, so that did kind of help. And obviously, Lou could, you know, use a few heals himself. So, and then, I mean, three hunters and a champ. That should take things down very, very quickly as well. So, there we go. Wow, I just got a shit ton of ancient Ithil coins. Yeah. One. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got 42 ancient Ithil coins. Nice. I don't know actually. I thought I heard her doing the healing. I'd have to look back at it actually, Baz. I haven't looked back at the stream later on. Yeah, I think she must have been. Let's have a see. I mind you, we did. Lewis was healing as well. I'm just trying to see if there's anything in the combat chat. Yeah, I'm just actually seeing. I can't actually see anything from Harry in there in my combat log. No, I can't actually see anything. It's almost like he was healing me. Just trying to keep me alive. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, I couldn't actually see anything there, Baz, in my combat log. Right, swap in now. So I'm going to go get my hunter. And bring that along. I can't actually remember how much the scrolls of empowerment actually are with all the coins that we just got. Well, yeah, if you can do it, you can do it, yeah. 10 or 15, yeah, I thought they were. I thought about 10 or 15. I didn't think they were massive amounts. I didn't keep it. No. Reefer scrolls. Wow, that's handy. Yeah, actually, the thing is, I do need crystals as well. Yeah, you're all right, Keepy. We haven't started. We're just doing some Rako runs if you want to get involved, because I think Magic can only do another one because she's only got 2 characters above that level. So we're just doing some Rako runs. So dive in, jump in, and then we can swap people around as well, because we've got Stella as well. She's free. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, Baz. I'll give you a quick resume in a second once I I always mean it, Baz, always. And can you see knights who say nay? Not even original.
The enemy's grip tightens on the defenders of Gondor as Gothmog seizes
go
control
quickly get your
of the
joke.
armies of Mordor. Marching from the gates of Osgiliath,
Luckily, I picked mine
foes
up
pour into the Pelennor fields with a renewed vigor. In the wake of the Witch King's
got some
defeat,
time on it. But yeah,
vile
now.
sorcery looms over the field as the most powerful allies of the Dread Terror are summoned forth. If Gothmog spoke true of the fate he shares with Galadir, can victory yet be found?
Sure. How rude. How rude. Rude. Oh, not what one code they make, we're hearing but not doing nothing. It's the decision, there's not much code can say. Yeah. So, yeah. Ancient little coins, I've got 60. I've got 50 now. I'll go down the hill, actually. I suppose you really should. And when I swing by, I know. Captain Awesome, yeah, there's a little bit of an issue with regards legendaries and reputation stuff. Indeed, he's the mouthpiece and he's got to tell the company line, but we can still have a chat about all things stuff anyway. Yeah, right, let's just see. I've got some fodder there, haven't I? Let's put fire oil on it. Yeah. Good. Head out with the exit of the thing. And when I swing by. Right. Cool. So make sure you eat up food. You should be all right. Yep, them too. I've got some snapper soup I've been carrying around since level 10. There's plus 12 vitality. Yeah. I don't think that. I think it'll be all right because we've got Julie's on Minstrel, but it's just to keep the tank alive. The rest of it we'll just batter the shit out. And we've got 2 champs. Lewis is going to be tanking. I'm on my hunter as well. Right, off we go. Let's go.
Little ones, the screams of the innocent beyond the walls. Shine the light, delivering them to their deaths. You cannot stand against me. I am but a hammer before a field of nails.
Smacking the shit out of them. Always seems to be weird this close to a great big troll. Down there a second. There he's gone. Oh, there he is. Oh, it landed on my head. Get off your fat cat. Wow. Were you giving him a blowjob at the end? Wow. You heard it live on the internet. Magic was blowing off Rakathras at the end. Jesus. Wow. Yeah, hysteria. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that content is quite easy. Like I said, we're going to do it as many times as we can because you can do it once a week. There is a cooldown. So that's why you rotate your characters each time because there are locks. So you can't keep going in there and in there and in there. So you have to be mindful of your locks because there is another part to this where you go wandering off and carry on. But you just do this first bit just to get the coins, which you then... And when I swing by, boom, lovely. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I just got a load. 2 lots of 7. Yeah. And you're 2 lots of 7. And 102 silver. Blimey, Charlie. You know where that actually went. God damn it. Looks like Baz is getting that shimmer McShimmery tail guard. Ah, right. Original calling out like it's 1996. Go. Excellent. Well, I can do it again on the guard, the burglar, and the cappy if necessary. Probably the burg is least out of all of them. And when I swing by. So yeah, don't worry everyone, we will be getting on to the whole let's talk about the problems. Like I say, we're just going to do as many of these as possible. No. Yeah, so Magic hasn't got anything else. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to bring then. Hang on, let's just log out and I'll bring something else. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Baz, I'll bring my guard. I've got my, I can bring my cappy next if we need heals or something like that. Yeah, Keeper, you might have to step in here because Magic hasn't got any more characters, so we might need another. Right, so I'll bring Spammicus Maximus Meridius. Just a reminder, tomorrow is a release of Star Wars Battlefront 2 for free on Epic Games Store. So you can get it for free. It's the full version, no restrictions or anything like that. We're thinking about getting together for a community night of kicking the shit out of each other playing the game. And since there's a free-to-play FPS, we thought, why not? So if you want to grab it, Epic Games Store, roughly around 4 p.m. UK time is the switch over. So as soon as you see it, grab it, get it downloaded, and then we'll be looking at sorting out some time frame for a game or three. Full of abuse, full of deaths, I'm sure, and probably petty little arguments, which are done in a fun sense, so don't worry. Right, so that's, yeah, so I've got that new mail. Oh, that's earlier. Boink, boink, boink. Right, I suppose I better go board and sword, haven't I, really? Unlucky. I actually typed it. I don't actually know if you got... it says I actually begin dancing with Mel Wedrin by 1 second. Right, one-handed. Let's get that on. Let's change trait line as well, because that's always handy. Damage we want to be going into defense. We're in defense. Excuse me. So we've got a hunt. See, everybody's rocking the frame from getting level 60
the
on.
enemy's grip tightens on the
The
defenders
legendary.
of Gondor as Gothmog seizes
We've got Helvatia listed with it. We've got Lewis with it, and we've got Baz with it. I've got it.
Foes
It's the
pour
frame
into
to have.
the Pelennor fields with a renewed vigor. In the wake of the Witch King's
Well, you know.
defeat, vile sorcery
like.
looms over the field as the most powerful allies of the dread terror are summoned forth. If Gothmog spoke true of the fate he shares with Galadir, can victory yet be found?
I will probably die on this, to be fair. Deconstruct this stuff I picked up earlier on spam because I'm not going to need it. It's all heavy stuff, and I don't heavy stuff. Oh, sure, me Bob. Right, so have a bit of that, bit of might. I'm going to utilise that for a bit of in-combat morale regen. Get a bit of that food ingested too. So we're board and sword. Time to go rabbit style. Oh yeah. Rabbit mask and dungarees. Hey, no worries, Chaotic. Take care, dude. We'll also be putting it up onto YouTube as well, because it's a lot easier to find videos on YouTube as well. So by all means, check that out. But thank you as always for watching. I'll just bring up socials if you don't already. That is my Twitter. That is my YouTube. And that is the Discord. A place to be. Seriously, it is. It is. I mean, he is. Yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Oh, you mean him? You mean Lewis? I thought you meant me. He's going full on. I want to look like Thor in Oakenshield, isn't he? You know, he's trying his damnedest there, isn't he? Oh yeah, Julie. Hang on, I better just tell Julie. It is the pillar of the community. So yeah, that was an exclusive title. You can't get anymore. We can see you type your naughty messages. Funnily enough, I've just basically said, yeah, sorry, Jules, because she asked the question there, where I got the title from. Well, now you know, you see. Andy was here. Hunter. So we got Champ, Hunter, Roomkeeper, Champ, Hunter, Guardian. If we don't kick the shit out of him with that combo, we never will. Doing, 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 doing. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to tank? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's see if I can survive this.
You cannot stand against me. I am but a hammer before a field of nails. Heavens can withstand me.
Wow. Yuli's pulling aggro up.
Finish him. Rako Runs.
Nearly dead. He dead. Oh yeah. I'm a survivor. I'm a bus driver. Well done, everybody. Yeah, that's fine. Bassy's like, for fuck's sake, he didn't die. Da, 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 da. We've got some good ongoing here. Well, just right click on your portrait. You're not listed. Ah, well, maybe not then. It might be limited to character, that one. Ba, ba, da. Must have been a cheeky fuck, Baz, for hoping that I'd die. When is the reset on this? I can't remember actually on the locks. Oh, 11 hours, 11 minutes actually resets. Oh no, that's cat lobs, group locks. Are they Thursdays for these? Can't remember now. Yeah, I can't remember. Cool. I'm off to get the crappy cappy. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Okay. Hang on. We've got a tank. Oh, mind you. Yeah, hang on. Fuck, I don't know which to bring now, because Baz is tanking on his guard. Keepy, you're bringing your cappy. Okay. Oh, you're going on Lawmaster. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I thought you said I can bring mine if that's okay. Yeah. Sorry, I misread it. Now logging out slowly. If you've never seen it and you're, interested in anything LOTRO related, you might want to look at that video, which is the great late Leonard Nimoy in 1968 singing the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. Indeed. Wibble wobble in movement. Indeed. Bilbo Bobbins. And if you've never seen the Board of the Rings books, there's Dildo Daggins in that one. He's funny. He's funny. Oh, that's the thingy outfit that I got the other day from Remocant. Yeah. Hey, it's not in the game, Baz. We're all right. It isn't in the game. Not yet, anyway. There's time yet. Bilbo Baggins of the Shire. No, bye. If you scroll up, you've put that in there. If you scroll up into Discord, there's red set up there from Baz, and then there's. Oh, did you want the virtues? Oh, sorry, virtues. All right. Sorry, I could have helped you out on that one earlier. Right, hang on. I need to go to my premium. I need to go to my premium house. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm here. Oh shit, yeah, this is where I logged out. Yeah, virtues for the champ, yeah. So yeah, I'm just grabbing the I'm just going to touch up Wendy Crane's bill and tap her up for a bit of sweet subscriber buff.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend? How can I be of service?
Yeah, I'll show you mine. Hey, blimey, Charlie. I'll show you mine there. I know what I say to all the girls. Right, let's just bring that up. Let's just knock that on. Let's just Estelad, that one, go there. Yeah, Annie. I mean, some of the ones around that time were just awful, absolutely awful.
The enemy's grip tightens on the defenders of Gondor as Gothmog seizes control of the armies of Mordor. Marching from the gates of Osgiliath, foes pour into the Pelennor fields with a renewed vigor. In the wake of the Witch King's defeat, vile sorcery looms over the field as the most powerful allies of the Dread Terror are summoned forth. If Gothmog spoke true of the fate he shares with Galadir, can victory yet be found?
Oh, we're going red line. We're going red line. We're going red line, boys and girls. This is even worse. As you are my blade brother. Boo, boo, boo. Let's just get my car. Where's my two-hander halberd gone? There it is. Oh, Lewis Blade, brother. Okay. So we'll go for Banner of War. And let's just have a little bit of nosh. A bit of noshings. Abigail's one's cram as well. Right. I feel it all very strange. I've just seen Baz, you're in fuck it, I didn't realise you were actually dressed as a certain Tom Bombadil. Well done, that man. I love that. This Tom Bombadil's going to tank Rako. That's awesome. We fucking hopped and skipped about. That's quality. I love that. Yeah, there we go. Hi ho, merry doll. Oh dear, that's funny. That is fucking funny.
Cannot stand against me. I am but a hammer before a field of nails.
Going down quick tonight. Alright, that room. Boom. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, that outfit is so cool, Baz. That is really cool. Oh no, he's in Gandalf the White one as well. Oh yeah, I could have come. I should have come in as Sauron. Oh, sorry, it's the Witch King, shouldn't I? On spam. Forgot about that. Yeah. Lewis did 8.9 million damage there. Cool. Oh, there it is. Now he's got the Witch King one, yeah. That's the one that I've got on spam. It is a cool outfit, to be fair. After seeing Lewis do it in the Gnome Olympics, he used it. I thought that was so cool. I had to go get it. Indeed. Bilbo, Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins of the Shire. Excellent, Smithers. Good evening, everyone. Anyway, welcome. We're just flying through some of the Rako runs while we can. And then after that, we are going to switch to back to the Roomkeeper. And then we'll have a little discussion about everything that's going on in the world of LOTRO. Because it's not all pleasantries at the moment. Okay. Hang on. Hey. Yeah. Survivability on Champ is quite amazeballs, really. Ready. All right. Everything's gonna be right. So, I'm stuck. Can't log in. Come on, load this. Load a bit more. Load. So we've played Terry, we've played Spam, we've played Hysteria. So I can only really bring Gazbo. Because I think Creosote is too low level. He would get absolutely battered. He hasn't got enough morale. He's only got about 45,000 and one hit. I think I'd die. No, I think he's up to about 60,000 to be fair. But yeah, I haven't got enough stuff, I don't think. So I will have to bring the Berg. Although, to be fair, I am a bit shit. I've never group played with the Berg either. So I am literally kind of red line. And that's about it. Unfortunately. And when I swing by, I did it earlier. There we go. Look at that.
We are not strangers here. Not truly.
Yeah, literally, I think I've only got red line on this.
The enemy's grip tightens on the defenders of Gondor as Gothmog seizes
Yeah, quite nice
control
solo
of the
damage. I've got
armies of
nothing
Mordor.
set for...
Marching from the gates of
anything else.
Osgiliath, foes pour into the Pelennor fields with a renewed vigor. In the wake of the Witch King's defeat, vile sorcery looms over the field as the most powerful allies of the Dread Terror are summoned forth.
It's a bitch.
If Gothmog spoke true of the fate he shares with Galadir, can victory yet be found?
I've got all new deeds pinged up because I've never been in here. Ever. Haven't even got any high level bloody stuff either. Food. I just realised. Quite a shocker. A bazooka. It's a good job people can't see that behind my camera, what you just wrote there. That's the shocker.
Delivering them to their deaths. You cannot stand against me. I am but a hammer before a field of nails.
Fuck, I've got that thing turned on, haven't I? That skill. Annoyingly. Jamming. Hit dead. Wow. Oh, 3 of us went down. Holy shit. Mind you, we did hit me in one shot for 60,000. And another one for 60,000. And another one for 60,000. And another one for 60,000, so I'm not going to survive that at all. I've only got 210,000. At my bag. Yeah, that hit hard. I was like, oh shit. No, we died. We got splattered. 3 of us went down in about 3 hits. Whoa. What the hell happened there? Right, here we go. Oh, it's just said challenge failed. Huh? What? What we've done on there. That actually locked us out, and then we just got challenge failed.
The screams of the innocent beyond the walls. Shine the light, delivering them to their deaths. You cannot stand against me. I am but a hammer before a field of nails.
going down this time.
Finished you, little ones.
Hopefully. Dead.
Cannot protect you.
Yeah, it did. Ragnar Lodbrok, no, this is with the kinship that we're going in. We're just repeating, going through with different characters each time. So I've got 153 ancient Ithel coins now. Another shimmering tail guard has just dropped. Okay, fucking any 9. My rolls are epic tonight. Fucking hell. Was better get these out of the way. Jesus. Yeah. This is Ragnar. This is actually a 12-man raid, but because it's level 105, we're kind of able to do it with like 6 people. Because we're level 130s and above. Yeah, well, 130. I do have a roomkeeper, but he's not got enough morale. He will just die. Yeah, very, very true, Ragnar. Yeah. But Baz, he's the kinship leader. He just quite rightly said we are a bit random as a kinship. Oh, let me just scroll down there. I don't know if I can. Cool. Penny's in there, yeah. There's only the Pelennor ship. It resets tomorrow as well, so looks like we can dive in again tomorrow, which will be handy. Let's just log out. So we're going to leave the instance. Going. So where was this character? Oh yeah, the rest of Atlanta. Up for the berg. The berg? Chris. You should really name him Chris, shouldn't you? He's the berg. Lady in red is dancing with me. Cheek to cheek. You didn't actually get that until I started singing it. The Chris de Berg. Oh god, you know, my humour's wasted. I tell you, it's just wasted. Don't know why I bother. You know, don't know why I bother. No. Oh, what's that? Oh, old Ithilien blade. No idea what that does. What does an old Ithilien blade do? A handful of Ithilien gems. Ithilien wax candles? When did I pick up this shit? Couch of Ithilien spice. Sacra blade. Right, open the shared storage. I'm just going to plonk that into there if I can. Suppose actually opening stuff up here was a bad idea, wasn't it? That was a bad idea. No, we can't. No, we can't. Oh, sorry, nice shimmering tail guard there. Sorry, on there. Good, yeah. Good, yeah. Like it, like it. Right, let's just log out of that one. Logins it out. Right, there we go. That was the Rako runs. Like I say, you can whiz through them fairly quickly. It's not too bad. Do you need? Oh, do you want me on the champ, Baz? For Mumax. Oh Christ, I don't think I've done that yet. Mumax. I have no idea. It's the follow-on from the reign of the Throne of the Dread Terror. I can actually show you my virtues. So while I'm on here. Right, boys and girls, I'm just going to... There we go. A quick AFK. I should be back in unos momentos. Don't go nowhere. Right, there we go. Right, we're back again like a renegade master. There we go. Right, so you wanted to see what the virtues were. You're getting danced, by the way. Oh, yeah. So that's my berserker build. Oh, the virtues. Sorry, yeah, the virtues. Currently, I am rocking wit, empathy, innocence, loyalty, and valor. You can do. That's just what I'm doing. Yep. Yep. Empathy, innocence, and loyalty. And loyalty. Yeah, some are interchangeable. It depends what stance you're in.
The enemy's grip tightens on the defenders of Gondor as Gothmog seizes control of the armies of Mordor. Marching from the gates of Osgiliath, foes pour into the Pelennor fields with a renewed vigor. In the wake of the Witch King's defeat, vile sorcery looms over the field as the most powerful allies of the Dread Terror are summoned forth. If Gothmog spoke true of the fate he shares with Galadir, can victory yet be found?
I don't know if they want another champ. Yeah, you can switch to your hunter. Press stuff and let others do the work. Cool. So we've still got things on the go anyway. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we're going to just carry on with this, and then definitely we will stop after we've done this, and then head into discussion modes, because I want to try and drag in, like I said, Baz and Lewis to have a little discussion about it as well. So I actually don't have a setup for AoE. Well, seemingly I do, but I don't think I've used it much. No. Wow. Sorry. La, 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 la. Yeah, I'll be fine. You got more morale than... Oh, no, you haven't. You got 236 down. I thought you got more morale than I have. What's that all about? This is strange. I don't actually know what all this is. All these bloody skills. I'm like, what? I prefer the single target stuff. I don't know what I'm doing there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Somebody died. Right. Actually, that fucking arch is having a pop at me, that. Oh, fuck, he didn't have to splat me there. I've just realised, even on this character, I do not have... Sorry, not on this character. On this setup, I don't even have my morale potions and that set up. Can you actually believe that? That's so like, what the fuck am I doing on this? I'm better at single target than AoE. Yeah, I'm just waiting for you guys to get out of combat, and then you can resurrect me. I don't know if I should retreat or not. Yeah, I'll fucking retreat. I think I'm not too far away, am I? Ah, so you're not supposed to say that. Oh yeah, we have done this battle before, and it's just when you keep getting fucking stomped. The thing is, I actually didn't have any morale potions, so I couldn't actually heal myself. yeah, I'm definitely yellow. I just have no idea what the skills are in that. I'm like, what does that do? I'll just see what that does. Hit it a few times and see what happens. Champion. Well, can't you see me in the list? Yes. We're very DPS focused, as you can tell. I mean, they're all pretty much what we have for single target anyway. Yeah, so... Yeah, Battle Friends is obviously the one that I said that you need to spam because it's on the cooldown. Yeah. Then obviously you got Blade Wall. Obviously he does that spinning around. Wild Attack, which is the one that... Yeah, Kenneth Branagh. Then Blade Wall again, and then Raging Blade should be generated with the focus. So. Raging Blade is it's a big grey at the moment, but it's the one that's got a sword that's on fire. Yeah. That's sometimes the best way, Annie. That's sometimes just the best way. Yeah. Yeah. Branagh, Blade Wall, Raging Blade, that kind of shizzle. Yeah. Yeah. It's just you'll be generating further, you see. And then you get the crit. As Bad says with Wild Attack, which is Kenneth Branagh. Doesn't actually say, but it does. Oh shit, yeah, I need some food. That's from Dalesman's Cram. Where are you off? You doing anything in particular? Oh, right, okay. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to be AoEing a lot of things because a lot of things come in. Yeah. Probably not. Well, there probably is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's gonna go pull. Perma stunned there. We got trampled apparently. No, somebody did. I don't know. We failed a challenge. Oh, wow, I'm dead. Wow. Wow. Back up. Am I back up? Yeah, I am. Fuck, I'm nearly dead and I've got no power either. Literally. Yeah. If he even farts in my direction, I'm going to die. We're still in combat with something. And oh no, they've reset. I think what's happened... I think... Oh, hello. No, we're still in combat. For some reason it's reset. Yeah, we're stuck in combat now. It's this... Let's pop the archer here. Is it? No? Oh, yeah, there's just one guy here. Wow. Yeah, because they've reset. Reset. Seeing as the Mumak is called Set Akaji. Yeah, the weird thing is we keep trying this and we always go through the same thing where we all get battered and run over and shit. I actually don't know, Nettlebrew, what happened there, to be fair. I actually don't know what happened. I know there's knockback, so whether that caused something or not, I don't know. Ah, right. So Andrew got stunned. Yeah, I mean, there was always that bright white light kicking off, which obviously comes from the Haradrim. But yeah, you kind of hitting blindly into stuff. I forgot on this character, I actually turned off all the heal numbers and everything just to cut down on the spam a little bit on the page. Yeah, I think it's because I've got probably a bit better gear. But then again, I haven't got pauldrons art blue, earrings art blue, cuffs art blue. So, let's have a look at this. I'm actually just going to have a look because there's something. Actually, that's agility. Controller's bracelet. See, that's a 418. Protectors. Yeah, I've just seen. I've only got the wild protectors, which is might, less might, but more vitality, resistance to tactical. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take that out and put that on. Put that over temporarily. Yeah. Interesting. No, Keepy's had the wrong weapons equipped. So his heals weren't kicking out very well because he wasn't using his healy stuff. Just use some arousing words for Bishop. I actually want to know where the other ones just come from. They just seem to bloody appear out of nowhere. Fucking hell, they're dead again already. Whoa. That there is just ridiculous. You just randomly hit buttons here just to try and stay alive. Yeah, I got stunned there. Can't do anything. I'm dead. I'm just trying to retreat. And come back again. Down again. Oh, shit. Not like him yet. He gets stunned. Yeah, I know where it gets knocked out there as well. Shit, I just got... Oh, do you know ranged are an absolute nightmare? Fucking ranged. No, I don't get it. I've never completed this. Never. It just when the fight's going on, all of a sudden it just all the bright white that kicks in, you just can't see what the fuck you're doing, and I'm like, hang on, what? And then all of a sudden it stops, and then you fuck, I'm dead. Yeah. It used to be in a melee. Indeed, Skybird, it is a bit of a tall order. Da-da-da-da. How you doing, Nicorian? Welcome back, my friend. How are you? Are you well? Yeah. Not bad, thank you, Nicorian. Not bad at all. How have you got on? Have you been in playing created characters? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Not done anything else just yet. Okay, cool. Fair enough, fair enough. Like I said, no rush. Enjoy. You just keep hitting buttons. I don't think you can do anything. I think it's the Haradrim that are basically doing shit. And if you get pumped, smack back. Yeah. Pumped it again. Get out of that box. So difficult to see that box underneath. You get body smoker. He's down. I think we're just taking on Cool. Check out the Moomac, the big Moomac. Aim for my target. Alright. Now. Challenge complete. Yay, we did it. Probably. Stuck. Rooted to the spot of the month. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, you and Andu. Yeah, it's a case of taking down the Moomacs. You take them down, you get a load of ads, but I think it's just an awkward one, that one, Baz, to be fair. I mean, obviously we understand that if you get knocked back, you get trampled and everything, but it's Colombre. Well, they are kind of to a degree. I can't really show you on the map, but when you look at the map, Harad is a very arid land, a bit like Middle East. So yeah, it is very similar. You know, they are very similar looking in that way. But yes, they are definitely that. Yeah, so literally it's just a case of beating the crap out of the Mumax as quick as possible, and then not worrying about the ads. Totally textbook. Yeah, I mean, I was just AoEing the crap out of everything and seeing what happened. But it's a case when that bright white light appears and it just kind of blinds you, and then you're trying to move, because obviously there's the white squares. I presume that is what the Mumax are when they're rearing up and they're going to stomp, which stuns you. If you're not in that square, you're okay. I think so, Baz. Fairly certain. The Deadly Storm. I think the other thing is I haven't spent an extra point. So I haven't got all my points, you see, because I just haven't got time to do every single bit of... Yeah, but you can always get them past them, I think. Ah, so it's an induction. Okay. It's just like, say, with the white squares. I presume that is to note that they're inducting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I say, I've only got the one. I did go off your build. That's why I'm mostly single target. That's all I've ever done. I've very rarely gone AoE at all. I've always been single target. The Tome of Fate. Does anybody ever get anywhere near the Tome of Fate that high? Yeah, it'll probably be in your general somewhere. Did I? I can't even see mine. I don't know. Oh, it's there. No, mine's in loot. Boom. Yeah, not that I'm ever going to be able to use a Tome of Fate 16. Who's ever going to get to 16? yeah, you're not wrong there, Captain Awesome. To be fair, you know, she is OP.
Holy shit!
Hey, Colombre, thank you for the follow. Have some epic sack, guy. No, I mean it's obviously a little bit different with regards to your setup. Like I say, normally I'm in red with my Berserker setup, which is more single target, whereas this is a yellow, which is AoE. Now, obviously, you can do a lot of damage in AoE. Hang on, I was over that way. A lot of damage in AoE, but it's a bit alien to me with the whole setup of what the skills do. So, I mean, so obviously some of them cross over, but then there's like Great Cleave, AoE skill damage duration, which, again, I've not spec'd into kind of thing. Yeah, I think so. Not entirely sure what, but I think so. Wow. There's a few things around here. Oh, I'm stuck. Who's got me on the slow? Hey, oh. How about? Put that shit out. Oh, that stunned me. Oh, the schmucker. It's these slows that are a nightmare. You wag. You just can't catch up with them. Mind you. Louis just checking everything on the dog. Way up. Yeah, I forgot about this where you're just constantly getting battered backwards and fucking forwards. Fucking hell, flying tonight. We're just clearing the path. So literally we're just taking everything on that we can. But then Louis driving ahead and just saying, hey, let's take these on. Let's take these on. Way up. Oh, for God's sake, I'm still sick of getting battered. More than Archer. There we go. Wow. Unbelievable. All that battering around left, right and centre. That was like boink, boink. Keep to the side. We don't want to pull him if we can help it. And the desperate Mordor. Jesus, that was awful. I can. Let's see. I've still got hope on mine. What's that all about? Oh, mind you, that's +6. That's a different one. Oh, Vadakar. Is this a bit of a tank and spank? I just love where he fucking saunters off like, see ya. Like he's leaving the bloody cinema early. It's like I've seen the end, I don't want to see it again. Just knew you can stay in yellow. Cool. I wondered how you knew that, Lou. Because you're in channel now. I was like, fuck, that was a good answer. Hey. Yeah, I think for what you can do, you still do AoE anyway, but yeah, we'll hopefully get to it. Oh yeah. You don't say that out of school. Looking for a bio. It'd be quite funny if you did. Like a bio. A bio. The sorcerer's probably had a harass day night. And I've been Nazguling all along. Yeah, just yeah. Like what? AFK? Working like a wog. Hey, we're all about comedy and song right here. We kind of have to take it. Once these ads appear, you kind of take them down, but you might need to get a bit closer so you're in range. Yeah, because you are melee. Yeah, I think we just kind of nuke this AoE the shit out of stuff. Whoa, fantastic. Way up, I'm back again. What did that? Fuck's sake. Wow. Double punch. Yeah, he needs to get back into the group. Oh, he stood there. You're dead, yep. Yeah, you get punted around, so if you get punted around, you just got to run back to the group. I've been punted a lot with a shot. Yeah. He does hit quite hard and he does punt all over, but hang on. Oh, you're down to 6 million, 5.5. Come on, we got this, we got this, we got this. Come on, full ball. Well, we do, that's why AoE, you see. This area will affect the damage, but yeah. I think they do a lot of damage and buff him. So we can take them down while we're hitting him and AoE-ing it. Win-win. Yeah, don't worry, just keep going. Come on, you big monkey. You're down. Blimey. Da 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 da. Well, there we go. So that was another thing that we did. How cool is that? Yeah, he hadn't dished him yet. Lou, M wants you to give me her coins, the Ithel coins. I'm not. Let's just do another roll. It'll be shit. Oh, 33, really? Wow. Well, that were good rolls tonight, aren't I? Ooh. Lou waltzes in with a 90. Just 90. No. Da 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 da. Boom boom. Da 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 da. Boom boom. Right. Boom. Coinsy, coinsy, coinsy. How many Amroth silvers? Eastern Gondor. What? Got 219 sigils. Oh no, that's the sigils that are in my list that you fill. 245 ancient Ithel coins. How you doing, Zonaf? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How are you? Are you tickety boo? Are you fine? Wait, what? Yeah, it is. It's really slow. I do remember that next boss. Pain in the ass. We have run through this once before. And it's shit indeed. Wow. Nice. What's that? Oh, to this. Leave instance. Excellent. Oh, cheers, Lou. Good instance. You can leave it. Excellent. Right, there he is, back at Echad Wheel. Excellent. Marvellous. Leave that there because I do need to finish that another time. So he needs to do those tomorrow. Right, let's just log out Terry. Right, there we go. Loggity, loggity, loggity out. Boom. Ba-da. Indeed. Right. There we go. Right, so there's Creo. 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 He's still wearing his, rocking his disguise. Oh, just get him logged in. Job's gone and Fanny's around. There we go. There we go. Boom, boom. It takes a while for me to log in. That's the problem with swapping in and out of characters so often. It just kind of... I always think it clogs up a little bit. It seems to just get a little bit confused and goes, what's all this about? Right, there we are. Yeah, we're in Hultvis. Well, we're in Hultvis. We are sat there, stood there, waiting there. So... Adolfon.
The fighting may be done, but we need to rebuild our town.
Indeed you do. Indeed you do. Right. So, I know you've probably been waiting a while for that. Sorry, that took a bit longer than we expected. Pretty much, everybody that's following LOTRO will have known there's been probably a little bit of a... how should we put it pleasantly? A bit of a backlash since yesterday. Now, if you've not seen it, I'll just put the link in again into chat. No worries, Baz. I know it's got late. Cheers, dude. Follow that link and you will also get to see what the hoo-ha is. Now, you might think, hang on, what's all this about? Anyway, I'll put the other link here. And that's the link to the Bull Roar update. So just bear with me. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch over to my what the fuck is SSG doing screen. There we go. So we need to kind of ask the question, what are they doing? Now, if anybody wants to open up that link, please do. It's quite an informative one. But yeah, we're kind of having to ask the question as to what the hell they're doing. And it is a little bit of a worry. because the changes that they're going to implement affect near enough everybody. And I mean, a worm of cans, indeed. And it's a bit difficult to understand the it looks more like trap wind to me, indeed. I'm like, oh, get out of there. But as you can see, what we're having to deal with is a few things. So this is what's coming up in the changes in 28.3. This is the same as what's kind of in the link. I've just kind of copied it and put it into here. So they kind of buttered it up a little bit to make it look like, to improve relevant level appropriate rewards and reduce reliance on continuously grinding lower level content, we'll be making the following changes to barter and quest acquisition of scrolls and empowerment in update 28.3, currently expected to be released next week. Now obviously this was released yesterday, so we're looking at next Wednesday kind of patch time that we normally have. So again, we carry on. We're adding additional scrolls of empowerment rewards to the War of the Three Peaks endgame, completing the daily repeatable quest March of Gundabad additional steps daily, and the weekly roving threat quest, the War Effort Threats to the Battlefield, will now award scrolls of empowerment. These scrolls will work through tier 83 on an imbued legacy or on any legacy on a non-imbued legendary item. Sounds great, doesn't it? You know, it's like, oh yeah, they're making some changes. Oh, that looks good. Now, certain vendors in Gondor will no longer carry Amphalas scrolls of empowerment, and instead they will let you barter for scrolls of empowerment with tier limits appropriate to the level of that content. Say what? And additionally, we will be making changes, making a change to the skirmish barter small reputation accelerator tomes. Any tomes acquired before 28.3 will have a maximum usage level of 100 and be bound to character. Existing tomes that you already received will remain unchanged. So you think, they're improved relevant level appropriate awards. That sounds good. Yes, we're going to add additional content, additional rewards with the scrolls of empowerment, and then coming further down, we're kind of going to fuck you over a little bit. Sorry, best way I could probably say it. With regards of how you can actually get these scrolls of empowerment. Now, don't get me wrong, tonight we've done some wonderful runs with the kin, and I've got a lot of Amphalas, ancient Ithil coins, which I can then use to barter for scrolls of empowerment. Up to now, we think that they are untouched by doing the Rako runs. However, if you're not in the position and you can only do that once a week, which it's on a cooldown. I'm lucky I've got 4 or 5 characters that I know I can do that. And other people don't need the actual items, the coins, they can give them to me, like Magic did, etc. Which is very, very handy. However, if you do not have that ability, what are you going to do? You're stuck. You're kind of limited. Now, certain vendors in Gondor will no longer carry the Amphalas scrolls of empowerment, and instead will let you barter for scrolls of empowerment with tier limits appropriate to the level of that content. So, obviously, in and around Minas Tirith, it's level 100, 105. But as we go further back, where you could barter for things, that's going to change, which you will see in this bit. So this is the Bull Roarer update, 28.3 preview number 1. Okay, this is obviously what the other is linked to as well. So this is basically just a part about the items, okay? It's not the rest of the stuff that they're going to introduce and change and stuff like that. It's literally just about the items. So physical mastery and tactical mastery values on legendary item titles have been increased across all tiers. Now, I don't understand why they're doing that, because we're pretty much kicking the shit out of everything anyway with, legendary stuff. So somebody did point out, then they said, well, all that they're actually doing there is getting rid of the titles, because the titles that you used to get to put onto the weapon did give you the buff of quite a substantial amount. So is that going to negate them? Is it going to be pointless to get them? Who knows? Who knows? Let me just turn the game sound off a minute. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'll just turn that off, so we're just hearing the Lord of the Rings. So yeah, physical mastery and tactical mastery values on the legendary item titles are being increased, but we don't know to what values. Again, when it's a preview, I always think it's gone past alpha and beta testing. It's into this is what's coming, deal with it territory. You usually find it with a lot of FPS games and stuff like that. Hey, yeah, try this beta test. We know it's not a beta test, it's a demo. And there you go. That's what you're getting, kind of thing. So take that as it is. Now, the next point down. Scrolls of Empowerment from the Rangers of Ithilien Quartermaster are now capped at max tier 35. 35. Really? 35? I mean, a lot of the legendaries that you go through do actually, you're already past that point. So they're no good. So you can't use them. They do keep it. I admit that. They do start lower than that. However, legendary servers, to me, are not important, to be honest with you, because that is not where the most people are playing. We know that your mainstay of your game, you've got to look after, not some... tiny little part of it that might upset other people. I'm not being derogatory because I've been playing on the legendaries, but if they change something on the legendaries, that can stay there. It's got, that they want to put that onto live. I totally agree, but it's got to work on your main game, not the ancillary servers for that. Scrolls of Empowerment from Dol Amroth Quartermaster now cap at 35. So who's going to be using them then? Scrolls of Empowerment for Narnath in Minas Tirith now cap at max tier 45. What? So you're going to be 44 at Minas Tirith. That is the maximum that your tiers can go up. Is to level 44 with any scrolls there. Well, that's going to make the grind even harder. So here's the other bit as well. The quest march on Gundabad, the additional steps, which is the daily, now awards 2 Shadow... I want to say Shadow of the Empire. Scrolls of Empowerment with a max tier cap of 83. Exactly. I was going to come to that. The quest War Effort, Threats to the Battlefield, now awards 3 Scrolls of Empowerment with max tier cap 83. Now that is obviously 83 is the maximum that your legendaries can get to currently in the game. But with that single change there, you are going to be screwed with your legendaries until you either buy the War of the Three Peaks, or you buy your way through it. And I'll say why you're going to buy your way through it, because I will guarantee that what will appear in the store is the ability with mithril coins, etc., to buy all those things. I mean, I don't know if there's already them things available, because I don't actually... Annie... yeah, I mean, obviously, when you get to Minas Tirith, obviously, you get to level 100. That's when you start using level 100 weapons, and they stop there. But then the item level can increase, and the power of that will increase. So you're going to get hit hard there. Yeah, so mithril coins are already usable. But they are basically taking away in those top 3 Scrolls of Empowerment from the Rangers of Ithilien, the Dol Amroth, the Narnath, an extra viable option for leveling your legendary. Now, legendary is a big part of the game. You will have seen over all my characters how I have had to do repeatable dailies, weeklies. I've been doing them today. I did them this afternoon with everybody watching. Tonight, we've done some more, just so that I can get the Scrolls of Empowerment. It's a grind and a half. Now, they said, right, we're going to revamp. We're going to look at revamping it. We know it's not in a good place, etc. I think it was a couple of months ago or a month ago, they said we've done a revision. It's and we're not happy with what we've done, so we're going to look at it again. That went quiet. Then they dropped this shit on us, and they're thinking, hang on, you want to revise it, but you're now making it harder for anybody, and this isn't just for one person with a single alt. If you can stand the grind on one single out, that's fine. Most people can when they first go through it, but it is a bind no matter whether you're it. But I have 5 alts at level 130. Not all of them are fully maxed on the legendaries by any stretch. And when you get to basically Minas Tirith and you get your first ager or whatever, you think, fuck yeah, that's great. you think, right, I've got to do that. I've got to take that from, level it up to a decent level, then imbue it, change the legacies around and everything, and then I've got to grind. Now, somebody did work it out, and I copied these down because I can't remember the guy's name off the forums, and whoever it is, I applaud you for kind of working it out. So basically, they said that when you kind of imbue your legendary, to get to 83, you will need approximately 7 times 48. So that's 7 times 48 is 336 scrolls per legendary item. They said a basic player will have 2 legendary items. So that is 672 scrolls that a player will need. Now, again, this is just rudimentary maths, and it's not exactly because people can, they may have saved some Amphalas Starlit crystals and made it a little bit easier on themselves so they don't have to, they might have a few less to actually get there. And then they say currently within the game, the player can get approximately 10 scrolls per day. So they're talking about the dailies in and around Minas Tirith and other options. If they spent approximately 2 to 3 hours of playing every day, doing daily quests in various zones. So that's in various zones. That means a player, it will take them 60 to 70 days to max out only two legendary items. It will take twice as long if you need more than 2 legendary items, such as a set for healing or a set for tanking. Now, that is a prime example. Luckily, on my captain, I've got 2 sets. I've got 1 board and sword, but I've got, and then obviously the 2-hander. But obviously, I still need the runes. So I'm a tank. I've got my normal DPS redline mode, and then I've got my healing mode. So I had to have 4. But luckily, because he was Valard, he basically got given them and lots of item XP to stick into there to get them through. So that was fine. But I'm coming into this exact problem right now with my Runekeeper. I knew that I wanted a DPS set and I wanted a Healy set. That's what I was going to do. Now, this guy is taking it. If we say got a set for healing, a set for tanking. If I take it as my example, a set for healing and a set for DPS, just solo stuff. So solo and group play. He says in these cases, it will take approximately, again, these are all approximations, 130 to 140 days to max out those legendaries. Now, that is playing every single day for approximately 2 to 3 hours. Well, exactly. So worse than the math college. Yeah, so I can imagine. It's assuming that the player can set aside 2 to 3 hours per day and do nothing else but get scrolls. Okay? So think about it. For 365 days of the year, so we half that down to 180. So if we missed a few days, 6 months, it would take you just playing one character, to get that in a condition that they could have a group set of legendaries and a DPS solo set of legendaries. And, and that's taking 6 months, out of that person's life. We're taking days off, but only on that one character and having 2 to 3 hours. Who the fuck in their right mind is going to want to do that? And that's at the current situation. That's why my characters are not fully spec'd. Now, don't get me wrong, I do other things and I work hard and I spend time with Magic and we go do other things. I cannot play LOTRO 24/7. Some people can, and I applaud you. By all means, go out there and do that if you are able to. Enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. Because it's a cracking game, and I will not disparage the game in that sense. But these things need looking at, and they're going, do you know what? We're going to make it even fucking harder for you, and we're going to restrict it. I'm going to make you play that content that's lower level, but when you get past that, you can't use anything. You can't do it. And I'm like, hang on. Why make it harder? One of the attractions of Lord of the Rings, it's got a cracking story. Absolutely fabulous story because it's got some of the best fantasy work out there from Professor Tolkien. And that's why we came to the game. So, when we play it with one character, we get through. Luckily, the game's so expansive, we can take a different pathway. We might not go through Eregion. We might not necessarily spend as much time in there. We'll go through Dunland as a different route instead of round through the Brownlands or something like that. Different routes to take a different adventure. That's because we have alternative characters. Everybody knows them. They're alts. Why the fuck would I want to do all this shit again? Another 6 months on another character when I get to level 100. And now you're making it harder to do. Who's going to want to do that? So what do? I play the game once. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that again. I'm not going to sub anymore. Hang on. I'll just get the shotgun, point it at my feet, and I'll pull the trigger, shall I? Standing Stone Games, what are you fucking doing? Exactly, Lewis. They are screwing themselves over. I absolutely have no idea. Now, if they want to change the legendary system, you need to make it easier. And this is for everyone, because if all of a sudden there's a lot of new players here that have just come into the game, and I'm glad you're getting into the game because you've got a lot to look forward to. But I'll guarantee when you get to Minas Tirith, you'll stand there and look up and go, shit, that's cool. And then you'll get a level 100 and you'll think about imbuement, and then you go, what the fuck? They'll be like, I don't know, I don't want to do that. Of course, I've been playing all the level. Yeah, but sorry, but you're going to be shafted now. Now, the quest to march to Gundabad additional now rewards 2 scrolls of empowerment at max tier 83. Great. That means you can do that every day. There you go. There's another grind for you. You've got to do that every day. Now, if you go into the area of Gundabad, which we know, even at level cap, is a bitch of a place. It's intended to be like that because it's going to lead into Gundabad. So in and around there, the gates of Gundabad, the 3 peaks, it's a bitch of a place. You can get into trouble. If you go in there without a legendary, even if it's just your main weapon, you go in there and it's not very well spec'd, you are going to get your ass kicked. Because you might survive, but you're not going to be hitting hard enough. So what are they going to do? Are they going to reduce it? See, my thinking was that they made the gates of Gundabad, or the 3 peaks, very, very difficult to start with because they had so many players that were overpowered now. But when it comes around to obviously Gundabad coming out and there's a lot more players coming through, I'll guarantee they'll put Gundabad on sale. The War of the 3 Peaks will be on sale and they'll make it that little bit easier. Yes, yeah, Baz, we did mention as well about legendaries and stuff like that. But yeah, we have said that the Minas Tirith one's been capped at 44. What the fucking point? Nobody's going to need them. Yeah, rewind. There we go. Let's try that all again. But who is going to want to do that? But I will guarantee, like I said, that the War of 3 Peaks will all of a sudden, just before Gundabad, will either go on sale or it'll get that a little bit easier. Because they've put a blocker again. You can see these blockers keep coming up. It's like, we're going to make this bit really hard just to slow you up because we've got nothing else that we can stop you. Because it's all about retention. It's all about keeping that person playing. Unfortunately, what they've come up with now, with these changes, if they implement them, you're not going to retain the players. You're going to send them off to Guild Wars 2. You're going to send them off to New World. You're going to send them off to Elder Scrolls Online. And they were going to go and look and wait for the new Lord of the Rings MMO to come out. Because the people who are your regulars, like Baz, who puts hundreds of pounds in per year with the collector's edition, Lewis, Keepy, all the people that I know that have spent a significant amount of money, yes, they are so invested. But it comes to a point where you go, fuck that shit. I'm not putting up with that crap anymore. Why should I spend 6 months of my life? As we did that rudimentary maths from somebody on the forums. Necorian, please do not get put off. This can be changed, and we're hoping that the devs listen to this. And if any of the devs are listening, please, I absolutely adore the game, but you are shooting yourself in the foot and you're making a big mistake. Now, looking at why they're implementing this, I can only think of one reason only, and it's the money. They've had a company take over them. We don't know the discussions, and this is speculation. I'm not saying ins and outs that I know this for a fact, but I will guarantee that they want a return on that investment because that's been a shit ton of money that they've spent on taking over everything. Place from Minas Tirith, it's well worth it. After that, it may not be if Beaumont stays it is away. Yeah, you've got plenty, Nikorian, you've got plenty of content. Please, anybody that's new to the game, and I've dragged so many of you in, and I feel like I've kind of led you up the garden path with it, but this got dropped on us yesterday, and it's a change that we're trying to reverse, if possible. There is a enjoyment still to be had. I'm still enjoying the game, otherwise I won't be playing it. But these changes will make that leveling from that point 100 to from Minas Tirith onwards an absolute diabolical pain in the arse. Annie, so basically I'm grinding myself to get to 130 my first go on to find out what would be good enough at cap to do anyways. No, you'll probably still be good enough. It's just that you will still have to come and do these dailies like the March on Gundabad, the war effort, and any other way, such as doing Rako runs and stuff like that. One thing to note about obviously these things is these changes will not affect items that are already in the player's possession, be they in their inventory, vault storage, housing storage, mail, or anywhere else. So hence why today, when I've been doing the Minas Tirith dailies and obviously going to Echad Wheel and doing the Minas Morgul stuff, it's so that I can get as many as these possible in advance of these changes. The Minas Tirith ones, when you do the dailies, they are max level 83 and they can be given to anybody. I don't think they're bound to account, if I remember rightly. Sorry, they're bound to account, not bound to character. Exactly. Yeah, it's a dead point at the moment, and it has been for a little while. I think it's been coming for a little while because I've been thinking, shit, I'm going to get to Minas Tirith, and then all of a sudden I'm going to get my level 100. I'm going to have to grind all these bloody things. And you don't mind when, you know, I've got 4 or 5 other characters that can come back and do those dailies at Minas Tirith and get me 20 a day. But if you've only got one character, that's all you can do per day. You can go getting them. Now, the barter tokens don't always work. But Annie's not going to be able to come every day to Minas Tirith and think, shit, I'm going to have to go to Minas Tirith because I need them for my legendaries. Oh, I'm not going to do any content. Standing Stone Games, you're putting off your own people from playing the game because they feel like they've got to go back to grind. And then all of a sudden, there's going to be this mysterious gap between getting like max tier of 44. Where are the other ones going to come from? This is what I want to know. Somebody said, and I don't know. I hope you guys can chime in with this. Like, obviously, you can barter with motes, motes and embers and stuff like that from doing those things. Are they pushing you towards doing that content rather? But then all of a sudden, you get the 74 stuff. If you're not at the 3 peaks, exactly. If you haven't got the War of 3 Peaks, you then can't get the max tier cap 83 scrolls. They're basically saying if you want to have a max tier legendary, you have to have that content. Oh, that's great, isn't it? You know, everybody had it before. You could do that. Yeah, and again, hey, there you go. Go to Mordor again. Oh, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm going to Mordor. Yeah, only after you finish the XP. Yeah, exactly. You have to get that as well. So there's the grind, and then, you know, Minas Morgul. Like I say, I'm going to go back to the point of where I think it's all going, and I think the new overlords who've taken over the, obviously, Standing Stone Games and everything are going to be saying, hang on, we need to maximize revenue a bit here, because if we're going to implement these changes with the refresh on the UI and the possible graphics and stuff like that, we want a return on investment. So you need to start generating a bit more money. How can you do that? And then somebody's come up with this and gone, yeah, we could make more money out of them this way because they're going to have to go to the store. Okay. How many people are they going to lose that have been regular players, that would be a VIP, that would buy the expansions, that would then recommend to their friends, hey, this isn't too bad on the grind, because everybody knows MMOs have got grind. It is repetitive, and you're a very, very... people who don't play don't go to the store. Exactly. So if they do play, by dragging them in and saying, look, this is cool, but there's a bit of a problem when you get to level 100, they're going to be like, fuck that shit, I'll go play Guild Wars 2 or something like that isn't as grindy, or go play WoW that I used to play before. Because we drag people away. People have got sick of WoW. They've got sick of Elder Scrolls Online. They're looking for something new. And there's all this hype around with Lord of the Rings TV series, which they even mentioned in their press release to this new company. They even said specifically that they wanted to a bite of that cherry by doing these changes and pushing it. Exactly, keep it. I know what you mean. So why piss off your existing player base, which is your biggest asset and income, and retain them? Because people like me, yeah, I'm lucky. I've got a VIP account, lifetime account. I don't have to worry about paying the monthly fee. I'm very lucky, but that still doesn't mean I don't care about the people that are coming through that are going to then go, well, that was a shit game. It was way grindy. I mean, I was bothered that the new Lord of the Rings game that's going to come out whenever is going to be a grind fest because it's been made by a Chinese development company, which I'm a bit worried about because of the grindy nature of Eastern countries' MMOs. But all of a sudden, everybody's wanting a piece of that pie, and SSG seemingly are doing that as well. Now, the other thing is, well, tradable unbound reputation granting tokens now have appropriate region quest gating their usage. So there you go. You can actually get the reputation unless you have completed a certain quest. And I'll guarantee you that some of those quests, either you have to have the expansion or you've got to be a VIP to do. Exactly. See, Baz there is the prime example. Hundreds of pounds. I know he buys the collector's editions. He has all the fancy schmancy cosmetics. That's entirely up to him. And do you know what? Fair play to him because he enjoys the game just as much as I do. And he's done exactly what a lot of people will do. Nettlebrew just started playing Elder Scrolls Online. Quite enjoyed that they're confused. Yeah, I was exactly the same when I started it. And I've cancelled the LOTRO sub on my second account. There we go. See, people are already pulling their money out. And as sad as it is, let them implement the changes, and then I want them to see the graph of income. Now, I know it's horrible because this is people's livelihoods, but I will tell them now, and I'm quite honestly hand on heart, I'll be honest, what I say is not with any malice or anything like that, that it will teach them a fucking lesson, because you cannot just literally go, you know what, we're going to piss off the player base. It doesn't work. Your bread and butter in anything, whether it's an MMO, whether it's an FPS, whether it's even somebody who's running a shop or any kind of business, your bread and butter, and by bread and butter, it's a very UK phrase, it's basically your staple, it's your normal food or whatever. You have those people that come to your shop every day. Not the once in a while who are going to dip in and then dip out and going to give you 50 quid. You want the people that come every day. That is your bread and butter. That is your regular custom. You don't then turn around to your regular customer and go, don't come in today. I've got a big customer. Or, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Because they'll stop coming back and then all of a sudden you're going, shit, I've got no customers. Now, I know Cordovan has said in the past it's not his first rodeo and he's just a mouthpiece, and I'm sure there's things that he cannot say or cannot do when it comes to this. It'll be interesting when they do the next stream. I don't normally watch them, to be honest. I normally get the feedback, watch the videos and stuff like that. So he is limited in what he can say. He has a boss. He has a corporate, company man that he's got to do. That he's got to toe the company line. And unfortunately, this is what's going to happen. Exactly. And somebody mentioned earlier, and I've forgotten exactly who it was because I've been blathering on for quite a while, that they were a student and they didn't have much disposable income about. Chaotic Barbarian. And he said, I save money just so that I can be a VIP every month. He says, but this is not going to want me to do that. I'd rather put my 8-9 quid towards something else, or $10, whatever it is for wherever he's in the world. That straight away is lost revenue, lost development. I don't know if he's got one planned. I think if he has one planned, it will be very subdued, if anything. I don't actually know whether anything's planned. Lastly, at the bottom of this one, small reputation accelerator tomes offered on skirmish vendors now bind to character on acquire and have a max usage level of 100. Now, this has got a lot of people up in arms as well. I mean, I'm not too worried about reputation because I don't chase reputation. But there are people that do, and you do need it for unlocking certain things. Now, if you're grinding skirmishes, etc., and all of a sudden, they're basically saying every character you have to then take to a skirmish vendor. Or they have to do skirmishes because they need to get it. This is the part I'm not au fait with because I've never really used it. And I've obviously, just like see Nick Orion, you actually love to do it. Now, they are basically acceleration tomes. So basically, you could put them in just to kind of double the reputation that you get. Because some of it is nice, because at the end of it, you might get a skill that unlocks, such as a travel skill, or it might gate a certain quest or something like that. But the max usage level of 100. So basically, after 100, fuck you, you're screwed. So once you get to Minas Tirith, get out your money, because you're going to be mithril coining it to buy some accelerator tome. Now, I don't know with that, because again, that's my speculation. Are they going to be gated behind going to the store and actually using mithril coins, which can be bought with actual real physical money? And you can see all avenues that they're kind of going down are all leading back to the store. We need the store. We need the money into the store. I'm not saying they're evil. At the end of the day, they need an income. There we go. Not gated. So there's no way that if they're going to do that, that people are going to be like, fuck it, I'm not buying it. I don't buy much in the store. I get the free points, but what am I going to use it on? All of a sudden, I'm then having to buy points, double points. And even somebody said, it's very funny how we've had double bonus points very quickly with each other on the store. So when you buy, obviously, the LOTRO points, you get double points. And people are like, hang on, all of a sudden, where'd that come from? That's come very quickly. So Rawithan, my Valar character's £50, don't have any rep of the lower airs. I skip them, but maybe I want to get it one day. But now, I just have to do all the counters. So what the fuck is a Valar for then? Exactly. Given that a Valar Hunter or Warden is almost automatically over 100 and most travel skills, even for classes, are behind rep, the only way to speed the rep will be store-bought rep enhancers. Correct. Suddenly, the improvements to the LOTRO market to make purchases work instantly without needing to read the code looks sus. Yes, exactly. When you see a certain tactic being played out and certain things that you don't agree with, you then start looking at, hang on. I know it sounds awful, but maybe it's almost like we're being cheated on. Something's happened between you and your partner, and you're thinking, that's a bit strange. And then all of a sudden you start thinking, oh yeah, but they didn't do this the other day either. Oh, they didn't do that. And then all of a sudden you think, hang on, and then the bombshell drops and they go, ah yeah, I was meaning to talk to you, but it's always the postman. I like that. You're going to have a well done, Nutley. You're a round of applause for that one. But all of a sudden, they have this, they think, yeah, we need to talk to you. Yeah, Alder Milkman. We need to have a little talk with you. I've got something to tell you. This is that moment. How you doing, Nutley? Welcome, my friend. We're going to gate a lot more. We're going to force you to go to the store. And then you go, ah, here we go. They want money. Now, everybody was a bit dubious, and I was, because if you remember going back to when the War of Three Peaks came out, I was like, I want to see what this is all about first before I actually buy it. And I wasn't impressed initially. Luckily, a very generous, very, very generous person, Salvosa, he's not in tonight. He actually, I don't think he is anyway. He actually donated some money to me via the tips jar and everything through the donation page, and said, there you go buy it. He says, I like your content, He says, I want you to play it. So I got it, I paid for it, and then because I'd got it, I actually bought it for Magic for the other account and said, there you go, so we can play it together and we can do the stuff, which was great. I thoroughly appreciate it. Okay, developed. As you play it, you realise that it's not just that little area. Obviously, you then progress to the more aggressive area, which is where the war happens. However, was it worth £15? In my eyes, no. However, you appreciate still that the devs need to eat and they need to sell a lot of money. However, I don't think it was valued correctly. $11.99, $12.99, $9.99, around that. I think they overvalued it. Over time, yes, monetary values change, and obviously expansions cost more, production costs more, wages go up, so everything does snowball in price. That's basic economics. It's not rocket surgery. It's basic economics. So we expect a price rise, but as I think it was Julie especially from the Kinship, he says those kind of things that we got for the War of Three Peaks would have been a free area expansion. It wouldn't have been a paid expansion. Yeah, I mean, it's not a mass area. There's still a lot of work to do. I mean, I'm not disparaging what the devs are doing, and there's some very probably passionate people that work on there, and I can imagine they're very frustrated. That rocket surgery is a complicated. It is, yeah. You try having surgery on a rocket. You know, I'm sure it's very difficult. So they are probably trying their damnedest there, but everybody has an overlord. Where even in my job, even in Magic's job, Baz's, Originals, Nutley's, whoever's, they will have somebody telling them something to do, and you just think at times, I don't think that's a great idea, actually. I could come up with a better idea, but then they say, just go with it. Yeah, your job, Lou. Yeah. Yeah. You'd be just like, just go with it, and we'll see what happens. And you know from experience what will happen. It'll go wrong. Or if they're lucky, it'll turn out all right. But Standing Stone Games, if you ever do watch this back, again, I apologise. I love your product and I love what you're trying to achieve. But whatever you do, you need to reverse these changes. Do not implement them next week. If you do, I will guarantee you will look at the statistics of your sales. Yes, you might see store increases because there'll be some people that will throw money at the screen. Always. But the majority of people in this environment, remember, the world is not spinning on its axis properly at the moment. People are losing jobs. Exactly, Lou. There's a pandemic. Yes, people are at home, and you did a wonderful thing in 2020 by giving away so much content. But even that now looks nefarious. That you did that with an intent to get people in, to give them the free content up to the end of August, beginning of September, and then say you can actually get some of the expansions really cheap. But do you know what? In January, we're going to screw you over because you might be getting through that content, and then we're going to hit you with the store. It looks nefarious. And that is where you start to lose trust. If you make somebody not believe you and mistrust you, it's very difficult to get that trust back. And you have to work very hard at that. Because they will be pissed at you for years and years and years. And there'll be somebody that, I'll guarantee you, that, yeah, Leo, yeah, passion, yeah, execution. But then that execution, to be fair to them, is from certain people, the higher-ups, as we called it. It's not necessarily everybody on the team that would want to do that. But to get that trust back, you've got to have a player base that says, do you know what? Yeah, we screwed up there. But come on, let's do one on a wisdom. Let's work hard at actually maintaining the player base. Yes, let's tell them that we'll bring the price down of stuff in the store. But we are going to gate it. But you can guarantee that the tokens, sorry, the acceleration tomes for the reputation, those prices won't change. If anything, they'll go up because it's the money grab. Now, we've got to appreciate we're coming up to 14 years of the game. It's a long game to have played. But you don't start saying we're going to be rolling out Gundabad. We're going to give you an expansion if your intent is to then kill it dead before that happens. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to have all these costs involved. Everything's going to be going through the roof with development, people working from home. Everything's increased. Then they're going to come out with... yeah, they were on about something to do with somebody was moving over to work on the PVMP as well. But they're going to come out with Gundabad and they're going to say, here's a new expansion. 30 quid it's going to cost you for the base version. And then when you open it and get in there, you realise it's not worth that. But what happens if there's nobody there to buy it? And this is what is going to happen, because there's people are going to get to level 100 and go, do you know what? I've had a good journey, but fuck it, I'm not going any further. I'm not paying any more money. And this isn't necessarily at me, because I'm past that point, if you know what I mean. I've got characters that are already up there. But the people like Annie, the new people that have just come in that are starting their journey, are going to literally get to level 100 and go, I can't do that. I can't. I haven't got time. I've got a family. I've got kids. I've got a job. I'm working my ass off. Nakorian, example, he just wants to... he's just started playing. Yesterday, we kind of razzled and dazzled him and said, look, great game. Give it a whirl. See what you think. And then all of a sudden, I'm giving an almighty rant again for the second night running. Okay, they're not related. Last night was political. This one's about the game. But at the end of the day, they... Kalak, yes, that's the problem though, is you get to level 100 and then that stops. They might as well just have the level cap at level 100 and then all of a sudden just go, yeah, we're not doing any more content. That's the end of the game. You got to Minas Tirith. Yay! Now, this all could be irrelevant if they changed the legendary system. But do you know what they should have done? They should have changed the legendary system before they started doing this. It is. As it says on there, on my little spreadsheet, not spreadsheet, PowerPoint kind of display. Yeah, max tier cap is 83 currently per thing. It's just the grind that's going to be made worse, and it's about player retention. It's about alts coming through, and it's about carrying on enjoying the game and retaining those subscribers. And at the end of the day, my thoughts, and I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not by any stretch, it's just my thoughts. Everybody's allowed an opinion, whether you agree with it or not. I do think that they're going to shoot themselves in the foot and they're going to lose, as Lewis said, they're going to lose more money than they gain. Short term, they might see the store increase, but then the retention of the player base is going to go... I'll still play it because I've got a lifetime account. Magic will still play it, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people, even just in this stream, if half of you turn around and said, I'm not coming back anymore, I'm not coming to your stream anymore because I don't like your content, I'd be like, ooh, what have I done? I'd actually think, what have I done wrong? If it was my income, and luckily it's not, if it was my income and I pissed off, you know, my long-term viewers who are my bread and butter that come back time and again, I'd be self-reflecting and going, what the fuck have I done? Who have I upset and why did I do it? If I made one of... Sorry, Lewis, I'm picking on you here. If I made a joke like what Lewis does, I would expect people to be offended and walk away. I'm not gonna. But then I would know the reason. This update is basically a Lewis joke. That's gonna be a gnome thing, isn't it? Sorry, but it is. You cannot say yeah, not that bad. But this is comparable. They're gonna piss off people. It's not, like I say, it's a downgrade of Lewis. It's not hard to understand. And I'm worried that they're just trying to grab this money and then go, do you know what? Yeah, well, you're a bit fucked on that one now. You know, sorry, yeah, it's 14 years old. We're just going to slide that one. We're going to move development over to this game. Oops, sorry, we're going to close Standing Stone Games. Who knows? We don't know. But at the end of the day, they need to be very, very careful, because this, and it's. I know there's the server issues and everything, and they obviously sorted that out. They said, you know, look, we're going to fix that. You won't tell you it's just going to happen. They fixed it. It took them a while, but they fixed it. And I kind of backed them up then and said, look, let them fix it. There's issues. They need to get to the bottom of it and let them deal with it. This just smacks of higher ups saying, we want more money. We want more money. We want more money. And at the end of the day, that, to my mind, is totally and utterly wrong. Yes, increase your revenues because it means the game survives. But do not piss off your player base, because they are the ones that help you survive week in, week out by coming back and actually subscribing. And that's what they're doing. And if they don't realize that, then what can you do? I can only say so much. People can only post so much. Well, at the end of the day, you need to either just walk away. And Nettlebrew, I know what you said. You cancelled your subscription on your second account. There we go. Out of one person, that's half their revenue. 2 people, that's another lot of revenue. It might not seem a lot, but if they've got like 5,000 people that subscribe or whatever, I don't know the ins and outs. It could be more. I have no idea. But they made $9 million last year or something like that, according to that. Now, whether that's profit or whether that's just income, I don't know. That was good. That was good. But obviously they want to improve that amount. We don't know. We don't know. We've got to see what happens. I just really hope that they change this around, because those changes, especially with the reputation and the increasing grind, instead of making it easier, which I wanted them to do, I wanted them to make it easier because I was getting fed up of grinding as well for legendaries. They need to really switch it around. Think about long term, not the quick cash grab. Go. Right, I just need to read what some of you. Sorry, I didn't mean to just skip out on that. It's just that you fuckers are all doing these FFAs and everything, and all my screen's shooting up, and I can't read everything that everybody's put. So I think that the War of the Three Peaks just. Will you stop fucking pressing buttons, you bastards? Worth the money because of new things in it. I like the missions. Yeah, the missions. Yeah, fine, fair enough, Baz. I like the pre-war area switch. The instances are there, but nice to have a switch from the initiative. Yeah, but it's only barely worth. I don't think I can actually stop the scroll. Here's Keepy. There you go, wankers. But it's only barely worth it if the next updates don't have all the positive things. I'm going to tell you, I'm actually trying to read his bloody message as well. All the positive I'd like to complete, but now it's not really. SSG staff, this is from Nettlebrew. SSG needs to be careful. They're in a canoe with 2 paddles at the moment, lose one of them in peril. It's very true. Made Alliance, this is from Leo. Puts his soul into the story. I think Scary Crow did a lot on the revamp on his own time. The devs love the game, but I failed by corporate. That is usually the case, I think. But I think they were already rowing with one paddle. The other one is in the hole that keeps the canoe from sinking. Nicorian said, yeah, he's played for 16 years and be pissed at the changes. Yeah. Leo's, that's not a paddle. That's the shriveled corpse of a former colleague. Oh, wow. Nicorian, I just read the message about Keepy saying, check the Discord, see what you think of the offer for you. Just careful, he doesn't sell you illegal drugs. We know he's a bit. We know he's a bit of a bit of a dealer. That is a joke, by the way. Before anybody starts sending the cops around to keep his house. Actually, let me just come off this screen so you can see my happy smiley face again. Honest, I know you want to. There we go. So, Gaz also pointed out that it screws anyone who Valar's a character, not least the rep. So why Valar? Indeed, I mean, there's a lot of changes. I've got a couple of Valars in my shared stories that I'm like, well, what am I going to do with it? What should I do with them? Should I Valar my characters, or should I hold on until after? I honestly don't know. I feel like before next week I need to Valar my characters that I was going to Valar, but what do I do? Because I get the reputation tomes with it, so I feel like I need to do it now or never, because these are going to change because the reputation's not going to be worth it. And the problem with the Valarian characters, and I've got it especially on my captain because he's the only one I've done. Sorry, and my Bjorning on your account. He literally has no reputation with the smaller areas. All of a sudden, I have to go do that content. I can't then buy the tomes. So, yeah. So hang on. Hang on, where we go? I just fucking scrolled through. Let me just see. Yeah, Annie, yeah, you can. Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm just trying to find where. There's the Maid of Lions comment. Right, so there. There's that. So, Captain 3, yeah, I do think the reply Judah gave is going to be true. If we don't hear anything by Friday with Code Stream, it'll be set in stone. Quite possibly, yeah, you're right there, Baz. I'll chime in as someone that barely has enough time to play games where this makes me think LOTRO is a cut-loose game. This is for original, for games that I can complete and move on, and even less time to play in another 3 months. Exactly. I mean, original, I think you've got another little one on the way as well as your existing brood. So why the hell have you got chance at all of playing something? And as I did the rudimentary maths, even to get one legendary item is going to take you 336 scrolls at the moment. Obviously, that needs to then change to the appropriate level scrolls. And then if you have 2 legendaries, which everybody does, because you always have a pocket item, either you have a satchel or you have a rune rather than your weapon, double that to 672 scrolls. And now you need all them on appropriate level. Because obviously certain things won't give you where you had before. And then if you have 2 sets of legendary items, one for tanking and one for healing, there you go, double that. And then we worked it out that that would take you roughly 130 to 140 days. And that's if you play every day. Now, I'm all about player retention, don't get me wrong, but you cannot expect that out of people. And then all of a sudden make it that little bit worse for them. Unless you have some intent, and the intent seems to be, there you go, there's the store. We want your money. And I hope to God, and I'm not religious, as I said last night, sell your children to buy scrolls, that they do not just keep aiming at the store. There's already been massively OP comment, which was posted on our forums. I'll just actually grab it again and post this one up for you as well. So there you go. That's massively OP, which is already commented on it. But whether they do anything about it, I don't actually know. So Annie said, I'll play my character till to see how it goes before I think of cancelling my sub. See, already they're thinking they're going to get to level 100 and go, nah, not for me. Not for me. Not anymore. And that's sad. That is so sad because people have put their heart and soul into getting to there. They enjoy a game. I mean, it's not just going to affect the game and that. It's going to affect my channel as well because people aren't going to play the bloody game. And I'm not going to play a game that's just a vacuum. I'm not going to play a game and just say, hey, you remember me? I've got a lifetime account. I'm still playing the game. But, yeah. I just feel sorry for the people that are going to come into the game or have just been coming into the game from all the generosity. And then all of a sudden, there's that rug. And they've pulled it out from under their feet and go, haha, fuck you. We gave you all that for free, but now we want your money. No. I hope they come out and say it's wrong. I hope they come out and say, without a shadow of a doubt, this is not our intent. But they've already made us mistrust. And as I said a little while ago, gaining that trust back is very, very difficult. So SSG, if you do see this video, if you know anybody that's watching it, because there could be people watching it that aren't logged into Twitch, whatever you do, consider what you are going to change as a bad idea. And I think you already know that. And you just need to somebody in the higher ups of the team at Standing Stone to turn around and say, look, bosses, we want to make more money for you. We'd love to. But we think this is a bad change. You asked us to do that. And I just hope that whoever's in charge isn't one of these people that wants to please their boss all the time and won't say no to them. In other words, they're an arse licker. It's like, oh, yes, boss. Yes, we'll do that for you. Yes, boss. No, don't be like that. If you think it's a bad idea, send someone a message to say, it's a bad idea. We can look at other ways to retain players, to retain VIPs who are going to pay us our monthly fee. Again, I'm not going to harp on any longer because my throat is starting to hurt. Your player base, your regulars, your people who pay your subscription are your bread and butter. You need to look after them. People come in, they see the game is good, played by people for many, many years. They're going to be attracted by it. We've proved that because of people like Nakorian and Samuel tonight. They downloaded it yesterday. All of a sudden, they're horrified. Prime example, they were looking forward to the story and then they're going, ooh, shit, this is a good idea. No. Talk to the people, talk to the community. I'm not saying just one vocal minority. I'm not saying come and send me an email and say, yeah, we watched your stream last night. What are your thoughts? Get Cordovan on stream and say, look, we've heard what you've said. We want to have people, make the point across. We think, we know what most people's idea. Forums are always a bad idea because the people that go on there are always the ones that whinge. It's the same for everywhere. Same with Discords. If you have a company Discord, you'll either have the absolute fanboys or the absolute moan and groaners. The rest of the people who are relatively happy are too busy playing the fucking game. Let's be fair. I don't go to the forums. I'm not even logged in. I literally just go into there and have a look and see what's been posted because I don't need to be logged in. Same with Elite Dangerous. When I played that a lot, I was an absolute lover of the game. I didn't stay in there for much longer because all of a sudden, as soon as something goes wrong, boom, 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 boom. You get the moaners and the groaners. They want to look at the people that are playing the game, got many outs, make it easier for them, get them investing. I would happily put money back into it. Absolutely put money back into it if I think it's worth it. If it isn't, I'm not gonna. Everybody has a different level of worth with regards what they will buy. All of a sudden, you're making LOTRO not worth it. That means I'm out the door. I'm off to play a different game. I'm going to spend my money elsewhere. And then you'd be like, oh, well, I don't know what happened there. The players must have just got fed up with Lord of the Rings. No, you're making a stupid fucking change. Stop it, rewind, reverse that and go, hey, hit the brakes. We've heard you. We know what's wrong. Time to move on. Yes, let's look at something different. And that's all I can say. That is my rant for the evening. I did all that fancy schmancy pages and shit because I know I wanted bullet points to go through. One thing somebody did say, and I just haven't mentioned it because I've got it on my other little note there. The most impacted that they think to be, especially with the reputation changes, is going to be the free-to-play players who have to buy the region before they're allowed to use the items. Other than others are impacted as well by it, obviously. Like if we said, anybody that doesn't have the rep, all of a sudden the level cap hits you. So you can see again, you can't use those reputation tomes that you've been picking up, but we're going to put them in your bag because you haven't got the wallet. Oh, buy the wallet. Yeah, it's a good investment. I won't knock it. It is a good investment. But then you've got to buy the region because that's going to fill up your bag. Even on my free-to-play account, I've got some things that are already filling up my bags. And that's only when I've been running around in the Shire. It pushes you that way. We know it has to a degree, but don't push this onto all your players, the ones that are your bread and butter. Because you might as well just take out a 50 cal and point it at your head, because you're just going to blow your head off. Really are. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now because my throat hurts. Yeah, I hope it changes. Let's have a look. I came up to when the free and cheap content was handed out and thought these are good peeps, but feel duped. Yeah, I can understand that, Annie. Did they have a players council one? What happened to that? I think it's like everything. Somebody takes over and they don't want the players involved because then it becomes a monetary issue with Leo. I log into the forums at the moment because I've got an unrelated query to someone, but that's it. And the players council was disbanded after Isengard somewhere. Yeah, that's keepy. Calex, Final Fantasy 14 is looking good at the moment. Ethlosoth, I live in a country with bad economy. I never get the cosmetics and mounts. Solitaire, anyone? Players Council got disbanded because it wasn't really working as okay, they didn't agree with the devs enough. That's the problem. That is the problem. If that's what they expect, that you go there and don't turn around and say, That's a shit idea. They'll be like, don't like that. We thought you'd just be fanboys. That's not how a player council should work. It's the same with the Twitch streamer council that they have. They've got some people on there that I hope they just turn around and say, that's a bad idea, what you're doing. I wouldn't like that. All my viewers wouldn't like that. So, yeah, 9.5 that much. It's nice looking. It feels like that. So, but it was boring. Yeah, I wasn't keen on that, to be honest with you. The Final Fantasies as an MMO. It was good to spew the filth out in this rant stream. Indeed. But to be honest, peeps, I hope we need a Jenga. You know what? We've got a lot of people in here. Let's just have the biggest heist that we can possibly do. Well, we haven't had a massive heist. We normally have about 6 or 7 people. So come on, we've got 29 people viewing. If you have any coins, geek coins, exclamation mark geek coins, you can work out how many you've got. And then see what you've got. Exclamation mark heist. I want to see the biggest heist that we've ever done. I think the most we've ever done is about 15. So if we can get above that, let's see. And let's see how much money we can actually spend of my coins. Yeah, Ethelos, I totally agree that if people like that, that's fine. Look at that. We've got... Oh, Louis got the FFA, yeah? Make it rain. Oh, well, yeah, very good point that I want. Let's just make it rain. There we go. Everybody in the channel gets 282 points, so you got at least 282, if not more, to spend in the heist. Exclamation mark heist, then a space, then an amount. The maximum you can put in is 500. So you've got probably another 30 seconds to get in on the heist. I don't actually know how many people are in now because it's first strolling through. I'm not entirely sure. Ethlosof's in for the heist. Nikorian's in for the heist. Magic's in for the heist. I'm in for that. Lewis, Nettle Brew, Sam, Acid Wiz is in. Leo's in. Keepy's in. Annie's in. Baz is in. Lewis is in. If you haven't got in, exclamation mark heist space and then Sodian Art. Well done, thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. In for the heist. It's a bit of fun. Geek coins are what you earn from the channel. Literally just my bot runs, so they're free, and I've just given everybody some as well. Oh, Lewis. Lewis called for a hydrate as well. In fact, you're very right. I'm very... I've got a gob like a beach. Very dry. And even Sam did a hydrate as well. Oh, there we go. Blimey. Shit. So I survived. Kalak survived. Louis survived. Keepy survived. Leo survived. Acid Whip survived. Nettlebrew survived. Nikorian and Sodian up. Look at that. You double your money. Who actually... Oh, Magic died. Who actually died? Did anybody else know? Cheers, Sam. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. I saw yours as well for Boo Keeper for slow mode. I like that. No, fuck off. Wow, I can't talk, I'm dead. We need to do, again, another Among Us stream, because that is always hilarious. Always hilarious. Right, FFA. Oh, yeah. Because you had it a little bit before. Yeah, RAP for Ethlos there. Oh, dear. Right, boys and girls, I'm probably going to stop there because I had a late night last night, longer than expected, and I was up early, so I don't want to be late to bed tonight. So I'll be back tomorrow with more streams. It's only Thursday, so we'll see what happens. I will be uploading stuff onto YouTube. Probably this stream will go up as well. Annie, thank you for that gift earlier. Colombre, thank you as much for the follow of the channel. May I recommend that you, if you have any interest in space games, maybe watch a stream of mine on Friday. All right? Just saying. Ethlos off, it looks like possibly next week. So we shall see. Yeah, nothing else. He's not going to post anything official. I think they're just going to try and ride this storm out, but we'll see anyway. But we shall see. Right, peeps, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to me ranting. Dick nuts, indeed. Thank you for everybody that manages to listen to me for a certain amount of time. I hope you still enjoy the content. I hope you come back even when I'm not playing LOTRO, because as I said in the actual... It is. Actually said in the email, which went out to all subscribers. Keepy! Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, there we go. Another 5 people have just been gifted. Prime to your Twitcher. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, Keeper, you are a madman, by the way. Toss a prime to your Twitcher. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, I'll try and do it in a Metallica style now. Toss a prime to your Twitcher. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, that was actually more like something out of Meatloaf. Twitcher. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, yeah, absolutely nailed it. Indeed. Wow, what a way to finish. Thank you very much, Keeper. You are an absolute legend. You can have a confetti win. It's not, well, your confetti's not come up again. For God's sake, my bloody confetti's not worked. I'm not happy about this. I think I need to. No, he doesn't throw it. He throws on his lap. Wow, yeah, it's one of those laptops. One of those laptops now. Now. But thank you very much. If you don't already follow and you're new to the channel, please hit that follow button. It's over there somewhere. And I'm going to leave you with my new, improved, wonderful offline screen. You may see your name in lights. Take care, peeps. Be good, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Adios for now. Bye-bye.
Dick nuts! Dick nuts!